Ask Reddit by Book Dragon XX. If you had the power to shut down a company for good, which company would it be? United Healthcare. As someone who has worked in healthcare for 12 years, I can say with confidence that they are the most evil health insurance company of them all. They once walked into a hospital I worked for and told them that they have to cut their discharges to nursing homes by 50% with no clinical justification offered whatsoever. Just make the number happen or you don't meet the terms of your contract. Yes, that means sending old people home to die, but we laughed at UHC afterwards and changed nothing. The people they send to these meetings always look like cartoon villains that should have a Persian cat in their lap. Other health insurance companies are evil, too, but UHC is the worst by a very large margin. They lean into the evil. Edit, if you are here to shill for UHC, save the keystrokes. I don't want to hear it. I've been through hell with UHC both personally and professionally and there is absolutely nothing you could possibly say to change my mind. Well shit. My company just made a change from Cigna to United Healthcare. I just got the new cards 2 days ago. Geez, do I have to choose just one? Is Nestle one of them? Companies hiring poor people to scam other poor people. Scammers. What about hiring poor people to make new mothers dependent on the company or their babies die? https://yahoo.be/v-pcovl1k2g ? Good work, Nestle. Scientology. Church my ass. It's a corporation that murders its employees if they try to escape. Burn it to the ground. Agreed. And while we're at it, maybe blacklist Tom Cruise for like a year or two so he can get all the gunk out of his ears. Ticketmaster Live Nation. Tickets $20, okay cool. Plus taxes, fees, shipping and handling, insurance, arbitrary fee, nonsense fee, exploration fee, parking fee. That will be $189 for nosebleed seats. Herbalife. Along with Amway, Avon, and other MLM companies. The Church of Scientology. For those who just think Scientology is a cookie religion but they don't hurt anyone, they are just this year being prosecuted for human trafficking in Asia, sex trade I assume. So they are evil through and through, and Tom Cruise is more popular than ever before, thanks to the new Top Gun movie. Everyone is so woo but he is such a good actor. I thought Scary Movie described his completely dead eyes and fake laughing best. https://www.youtube.com/watch?puohjhky3g because he can't respond like a human to press anymore. It's all fake, like Christian Bale said. Shine. A horrible company that barely pays employees in extremely dangerous work conditions in order to make poor quality clothing that could possibly have lead in their dyes? And get teens young women to buy so frequent that trends have now become macro trends that turn over so fast they are practically disposable and clog up both landfills and local thrift stores? Yeah, FCK them. Susan G. Komen for the Cure. I was looking into a clothing brand and saw they support that garbage charity and I did not buy from them. Nestle. Ah fuck Nestle. Nestle is a good choice but it would sure be nice to see Facebook with a away to nothing. Nestle would be my first choice for a country mile. Granted I hate other companies but Nestle can go fuck themselves. Wells Fargo. This is my pick. They would just fined a couple billion again for doing the same shit they get caught doing every couple years. They'll pay the measly fine, put out an I'm sorry at, and then continue on as usual. Left them almost 20 years ago and was the best financial decision I ever made. John Deere right now with the tractor software bullshit stopping farmers fixing their equipment. If I need, I harvest today before rain. I don't have time for an service appointment. My grandfather was a lifelong John Deere fan. He had 2 of them from the 50s and they were running like new up to the day he died. He'd be ashamed at what the company is doing now. There is an interview on YouTube with a former Nestle CEO where he states that clean drinking water is a privilege and not a right. Nestle. Bayer and everything they own. Nestle and everything they own. BlackRock. I am so glad I finally found BlackRock in this list, the head of all of it. It's truly terrifying how much of this country they own and control. Y'all don't know about DuPont? They literally poisoned us for decades and are the reason most people are gonna get cancer, probably. Fuck DuPont. Reading about that chemical that's in the non-stick coating and how pervasive, deadly, and difficult to test for, that was really depressing. Vadim's tire shop next door. Fuck you and your lower prices, Vadim. Edit. Thanks for the award, comrades. Vadim Blyat. Autism speaks. YKK. No zippers for anybody. We got us a first world anarchist. Xfinity Calmcast. Johnson & Johnson. Lying about asbestos in their baby powder for decades, and dozens of other cover-ups in flawed products that lead to suffering and death of people all over the world, especially in poorer countries with little regulation. Interesting fact, only J and AMP, J and one other company, maybe Microsoft, don't remember, have a better credit rating than the US government. BlackRock. Everything starts here. To all wondering why BlackRock, they are one of the largest financial institutions, large players in the stocks, investments and commodities space. There is an inherent evil of any company that large, but BlackRock has more power than most. One of a few companies who could legitimately claim to own the world. Trillions in assets in their books. For my money, Citadel and Ken Griffin are worse, but BlackRock is the biggest wolf among wolves. Autism speaks. It's just so shitty towards autistic people, coming from an autistic guy. Twitter. Just kidding lol. Deleted. Scientology. Rupert Murdoch. And the Koch brothers. Any and every American health insurance company. Parasites, all of them. Edit. Insurance is best done publicly managed, and it will take a world of evidence to convince me otherwise. Insurance companies should be nationalized. They are all a scam. Insurance should be run as a co-op. ByteDance. I genuinely believe TikTok and other short-form entertainment are destroying the human attention span. It's gotten so bad that some shorts are literally 2 completely unrelated videos stacked on top of each other. Like some dingus telling you some fake facts being played above Minecraft Parker video, as if one of them by itself just isn't enough to hold a person's interest. Sometimes I get sucked into an endless stream of YouTube shorts by accident and have to pry myself off of it. It's terrible for my motivation, so I can barely imagine what it does to the youth. Nestle. Ah, fuck Nestle. Citadel and other companies like it. I don't know this company. Can you educate me on Citadel? What did the company do? DuPont. Nestle. Goldman Sachs. Thank you for the opportunity to express how much I hate this evil entity. Ticketmaster. No explanation needed. Monsanto. They're trying to buy up the genetics of every plant on the planet so they can own the genetics. They screw over small farmers, are responsible for the mass die-off of honeybees. But don't worry, they're working on robot pollinators to sell you when the ecosystem collapses, and they own all the seeds and said cultivation of them. Equifax. Meter. Nah, just let it die on its own. Good to see everyone is on the anti-nestle train. Monsanto Bayer. Jehovah's Witnesses Cult Corporation. Shell. Terrible influence on the environment, and all they do is greenwashing to seem modern, but they still try their very best to keep the oil industry alive. Reddit. Fuck all y'all. I will go fuck myself, I will. PG and AMP. E. This privately run utility in CA is the poster child of why we can't trust capitalist run utilities. They are responsible for countless deaths, disease, and major profits for corporate leaders. This is a company that was polluting and causing cancer. It's the company from Erin Brockovich that poisoned the water supply, and was responsible for burning down entire towns from poorly maintained power lines, like the Dixie Fire. BlackRock. Autism Speaks. Stupid ableist organization from the asshole of Satan. Nestle. Fuckers gotta go. Nestle. Johnson & Johnson. I get they do some good, but holy shit, they've consciously made decision after decision that leave people scarred or dead for life. Watch Bleeding Edge on Netflix. Even watch Old Testament is on YouTube. It's utterly disgusting.